Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Demo Day Spring 2023. How's everyone doing? That's the spirit. My name is Jennifer James, and I am the president of Northeastern's Entrepreneurs Club, our school's largest student organization. And this semester of Demo Day, we're ramping up the competition to a whole new level. Now, if you've come to Demo Day before, you know that we typically have 12 venture finalists. Well, this semester, we have 8 venture finalists. And we have our biggest cash prize yet of $11,500. Let's give a huge round of applause. But that's not all. eClub is an absolute powerhouse of innovation featuring 4 unique programs. The first one is called the Tuesday Speaker Series, where world-renowned founders and CEOs come in. The second one is called Engage, where we teach you all the workshops you need to sharpen your entrepreneurial toolkit. Ambassadors Program is where we take your personal and professional growth to new heights. And of course, the Husky Startup Challenge, what all of you are here for tonight, our pitch competition and venture incubator. This is no small feat, and none of this would have been possible without the entire executive board. So another round of applause for that, please. Now, to kick off the night, we have a fun video of our 8 venture finalists, so let's play it.
My name is Francisco. My name is Jason Patel. My name is Sean.
Hi, my name is Anna.
I'm Tanasa.
I'm a teacher. My name is Richie.
My name is Jelena.
My name is Rudy.
Entrepreneurship is about risk and creativity,
Problem solving process, right?
And I think the real art comes in being able to provide value to somebody.
One thing I want everyone at the day to know is that all these ventures have worked very hard to get where they are. It takes months to, create something from scratch, and it takes months to hit it.
As an entrepreneur, it's sometimes difficult to keep motivation and keep things going in the water.
more importantly, taking the risk because we spend time away from classes to work on our venture.
I put in so many hours of preparation and so many hours of tears to really develop your ventures and keep going. Don't stop. And just if it's meaningful to you, make it happen.
Honestly, I feel like restoration. Really, you can do basically whatever you want.
Making progress, making something of value. That's really the only way to move forward in this world is by connecting with people and sharing your story, sharing your successes, and sharing your failures.
Every day I'm terrified of that.
It can be really nerve-wracking to pitch your idea to people.
At some point, you just have to get over the fact that you're going to be scared to do things. And
Believe in yourself. My name is Rudy and my venture is Fire.
My name is Jason Patel, and my venture is 200.
My name is Richie and I'm working on smart cells.
My name is Francisco, and my venture is LPA.
Our venture is Unity.
Our venture is wasted.
but it's not now.
We are out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again. My name is Ananya Shah, and I'm one of the directors of the Husky Startup Challenge this semester. And I'm so excited to share with you the incredible journey our founders have been through this semester. When these founders were going through HSC, some of them didn't even have ideas or teams, and some of them came in with full-fledged MVPs. Together, they discovered the crest and troughs of entrepreneurship. And today, in front of you, they will be presenting the fruits of their labor. I would also like to thank, for the first time ever, an external sponsor for Demo Day, Claim Rewards. And now, thank you. And I want to thank the first ever female HSC team that made all of this possible. With that, I'd like to introduce my other co-directors.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Manvika Dakota, another director of the Husky Startup Challenge this semester, and I'm beyond excited to have all of you here at our culminating event and to see what our ventures are really up to today.
And I'm Augustina Wrigley, the third HSC director this past semester, and I just have to echo everything my wonderful co-directors have already said. I am so excited for you all to be experiencing the largest celebration of student entrepreneurship here at Northeastern.
Awesome, and without further ado, we'd like to welcome on stage the co-vice presidents of the Entrepreneurs Club, Frank and Ivana.
Super excited to see everyone here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Frank. Nice to meet all of you.
Okay, so we're going to be introducing our amazing panel of judges tonight. So first up, we have Anand Shah, an entrepreneur, product builder, and data-driven growth marketer who has built successful consumer brands, managed more than $1 million in ad budgets, and created technologies spanning artificial intelligence. Without him, we could literally not be here. Literally, because he spearheaded the Husky Startup Challenge for the Entrepreneurs Club. So a big round of applause for Mike. Next up, we have Sarah Faye. She's an amazing executive with over 2 decades of experience in the marketing service industry. Currently serving as managing director at Glasswing Ventures, Sarah elevates and leads investments in early-stage AI-powered companies.
Sarah has received numerous accolades and awards for her contributions to the industry, including being named a Media All-Star by Adweek and one of the top 100 most influential people in media by Media Post. Let's give a warm welcome to Sarah. And finally, we have Chris Jelly, an experienced consultant and entrepreneur who advises startups on product and engineering strategy as an owner of Jelly Consulting. Currently, amongst many other endeavors, he is the founding engineer for MeterTab, a cybersecurity startup funded by Google Ventures. Chris is also the founder of the Jelly Incubation Fund for Corey College, which provides no-strings-attached grants to students with unique ideas related to computer science. A big round of applause for Chris.
All right, now that we got to learn a little bit more about our amazing judges, we can officially start Demo Day. Who's ready to hear some pitches? Okay, hold on a second. Mumpy, what's going on? We were so excited for Demo Day.
I don't know, guys. I'm looking at all these ventures, and they're making me kind of nostalgic. They remind me of my old jewelry business.
Oh no, but why is that making you upset?
Because I was super passionate about my mission, but I don't know if that ever came through to my customers.
Oh, I have someone who might help. Alia, you want to come and help Manvi out?
Everyone, please join us
My name is Sean Rhoda, and I'm Corey Gill, and we are the co-founders of Alia. The inspiration of Alia comes from our mothers. Both of our mothers used to run small businesses that were unfortunately shut down due to going online. My mom used to sell traditional Indian clothing called saris.
And my mom sold handmade jewelry that was sourced and inspired from Turkish designs. In both of our parents' cases, the power of their small business came from their one-of-a-kind story. When they were selling in person, it was easy for them to educate their customers on a unique brand and tell them what by what made their product special.
Their problem came when they switched to an online setting. It's very difficult to maintain those same relationships and have the same emotion in an online setting for small businesses. There's so much content that exists. How can a small business break through that content and get to their customers online? And that's the problem that we're trying to solve. Small businesses struggle to create these very, very important and close relationships online, and we solve this problem.
So we solve it through an embedded loyalty program delivered on Shopify that allows small businesses to educate their customers and reward them for learning. So if you as a customer went on to one of our websites that has our loyalty program and just spent 5 minutes learning about what they do in their story, you would get 15% off for your first purchase.
Along with this, we also built out a marketplace that aggregates our partner small businesses and allows a customer to find their next favorite small business.
So why is educating customers so important? Well, because after a customer reads a brand's educational content, they're 131% more likely to purchase from that brand.
So we're fully launched and have already 2 clients, one being Caleb Beauty, which you guys are seeing on the screen right now. What happens is that a user goes onto her website, clicks on our widget on the bottom right, and starts learning about her company. As you can see, the user is reading content about what she does, answering a very, very short quiz, and eventually will receive 10% off of her purchase.
And we validated this idea through more than 50 plus customer interviews with small and medium-sized businesses that has led to almost 15 pilot businesses, including the 2 that Sean already mentioned that have installed our software. On top of this, we've done 250 plus user interviews and surveys where 91% strongly agreed that they would use Alia to shop small.
In further validation, last week Corey and I had a client call with a $4 million annual recurring revenue business, and the CMO of that business told us that we hit a gold mine with our notion of gamifying customer education.
And the market opportunity for a solution like this is large. Our total addressable market is almost $4 billion, which comes from the global e-commerce SMB loyalty program market. And just in the past 2 years, the growth in Shopify stores has increased almost 200%. So it's a rapidly growing market. And the push towards shopping small in our society has never been bigger.
Alia is B2B2C. That means that our customers are small businesses that buy our products. That buy our software. The small business is located on Shopify. They have a unique story to tell. They're interested in giving discounts, and they're part of a desirable industry. The end users which shop on these customers' websites are typically female, between the ages of 20 and 35, part of the lifestyle, health, and sustainability segment, interested in getting discounts, and also interested in shopping small. Our business model is quite simple. We charge small businesses every month for using our software, and as a small business grows in their size, they pay us more money.
And in terms of our competitors, in the loyalty program space, our main differentiation is our focus on learning. We are the first and only loyalty program that rewards customers for learning about the company versus transactional experiences like spending more in the store or following their social media. In terms of our marketplace, our main differentiators are our focus on value-based shopping, so customers can search and filter by the causes that they care about, as well as the opportunity to earn rewards at our partner businesses.
In terms of our roadmap, as I already said, we've launched with 2 clients. And in July, we plan to iterate more with these clients, add AI, ML capabilities, and ship off to the official launch. In September, we then plan to fundraise, and in December, we are very confident with our team we will hit 100 paying customers.
So why is our team well suited to solve this problem? Well, as we mentioned, both Sean and I's parents ran small businesses, so we have an acute understanding of the problem at hand. On top of this, through our co-op and work experiences, our team has considerable knowledge and technical skills in the software space with software development, AI, ML engineering, as well as data analysis, design, and software sales. On top of this, we have 2 incredible advisors, Ed Wogan and Tom Bussel, which have considerable experience in the loyalty program space, as well as in early stage software companies.
Thank you, and we'll take any questions.
Great job presenting. You guys are so dynamic. So I have one big question here, which is your plan for marketing. 100 customers is a great place to start. And, but it's obviously going to scale up a lot higher than that. And Shopify is a very busy platform. So how do you break through, and do you have any plans for how you're going to get your customers on board once you're rolling?
Yeah, so I think obviously our business is very marketing intensive and will require a lot of dollars towards sales because it's just not critical software. But one of the big things, as you mentioned, is that you're able to pay for key terms in the Shopify store. So similar to how you bid on Google Words, you can do that as well in Shopify to increase that. as well as through a referral program to pay businesses to refer other businesses to generate more organic growth that way. And just generally, Google Ads have also been working very well. One of our other kind of unofficial advisors, he actually runs basically a private equity firm that buys Shopify apps. And he told us on top of that, Google Ads are a great revenue source for what he's done with his businesses. So with his advice in the marketing space, I think we are able to generate some traffic through paid advertising and those other methods.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
What a great way to get demo day started. Hey Mambi, how do you feel now that you know about Olive?
I'm feeling super optimistic, and honestly, I'm feeling great, but I don't know if I can say the same about my feet.
Of course, look at your shoes. They look so uncomfortable.
But Mambi, I think I know someone who can help you find your perfect glass slipper. Let's give it up for Smart Soul!
Hello, I hope this thing's working. My voice was a little hoarse from earlier. My name is Durchi. I'm the founder of Smart Soul, so we make technology to make sure you always have the right shoes on your feet. So let's do a live demo first, not of a product, but of the problem. There are 3 shoes up here right now. It's a newer brand that's going on. They launched in the US. Some people have tried it, some people haven't. But you're forced to choose one of these. What do you choose? Why do you choose it? Without doing extensive research, you wouldn't know that these shoes are actually engineered to behave fundamentally differently when your foot hits the ground. And obviously, you could do the research, find out what these things mean, what people are saying about it. What happens if you go to Zappos, click on running shoes, and there's 1,396 shoes that pop up? You're not doing that. So we end up with a problem that's the paradox of choice. It's very difficult for us to filter through all the noise and find that right pair of shoes. You might say, it's fine, I'm in an office position, I sit down for most of the day. What happens if you're backpacking across Europe for 2 weeks? You're gonna make damn sure well that your shoes are gonna fit. Otherwise, you're gonna go with pain. And for some people, backpacking across Europe isn't their profession, but they effectively do the same thing every single day. I found this out when I was in the ER twice last semester. I spontaneously collapsed lungs. Kind of hard to talk, but yet the ER nurses kept asking me about my shoes. I had those exact arm shoes on. They were asking if they could walk in, stand in, run in. Not small talk at that point. It turned out that some of them were getting injured from this. I talked with this more senior thoracics nurse who's been in the industry for 20 years. She has not found a good solution. She said she tried and errored, found the right shoe, and then just bought 8 of them. That's not really a long-term strategy, though. And while I was in the hospital, I was might as well get my money's worth, so I talked with every single nurse who came into my room. It turns out 80% of them had that problem. They can't have fundamentally different feet, so look at the general population. It turns out 21% of them also have the problem. But yet I talked to people, and only 5 people have heard of any sort of data-driven solution. Largely, everybody just defaults to friends and family's recommendations. How do you know their feet are similar to you? But there's a solution here. Train sales reps. You go to Marathon Sports, they see how you walk. Humans aren't fundamentally scalable. It's hard to find good ones. And that's really where we come in with our technology. We merge the wealth of knowledge from these trained sales reps with the ease and accessibility that people crave from their friends and family's recommendations. To do this, we've created this pressure-sensitive insole. You lay it on top of your existing insole. No modifications to your shoes required. It's vertically 8 millimeters thick, fully embedded system. You walk around, we find out how you walk, and we find out other people walk similarly to you. If there's a shoe that works best for them, we can recommend you their shoe. It's very simple in concept, but very difficult in execution. So I'm an engineer, but how do we make money? I like making things. We need money to make it happen. We're selling this for $50 first. Hardware generally can command prices. But the real money here is in paid partnerships. If we're redirecting you to Zappos and we're sending 1,500 people over that way, does Foot Locker want a chunk of that business? That's where we really stand in the market, where we stand to make money. So we're planning on launching first with the most desperate consumer base, nurses. And curiously, they make up 1/3 of all medical professionals in the US. And they also happen to have very strong network effects. You'll realize that within some specific wards, they all wear New Balance. I know the thoracics department all wear Hokas. It's a very easy way for us to spread virally. And as I'm expanding into the general public, we're expecting a $460 million opportunity pretty conservatively there. Active development engineering is messy. This is what you've seen if you've seen this table, but this is done with a very strong team. So we tap into any robotics pipeline. We have some of the most premier electromechanical engineers on campus. I've launched some products in Simple Human and Circle. And with that, I'd like to take any questions.
Yeah. So how do you think, could you also find other channels that you could sell this through, not just D2C?
We're primarily aiming for D2C here. I think people have asked us about what about B2B with the hospitals. We're going to the source of the pain. The source of the pain is yourself. If you're a nurse and you have to go to your administrator to then request this all, it just reduces the effectivity of the nurse. It's not in the hospital's best interest there. Okay.
So can I just ask, the pain point is that the nurse is feeling pain. She feels like it's because the soles have worn out, but the hospital won't replace the shoes without evidence that it's needed?
Yeah, it's not exactly that. The hospitals don't actually pay for the nurse's shoes.
Oh, okay.
That was actually part of the problem with that ER nurse. She was going through shoes at a rate of 1 per 2 weeks at the worst moment. It's not very financially stable. So it's solving that pain point. They have the money. We're paying with the nurses directly.
Thank you so much, Smart Souls. I will officially be on the lookout for my glass slipper.
Oh gosh. What's going on?
Oh, after demo day, I'm having a country-themed party. You're invited, and you're all invited.
Okay, hold your horses, Ananya. I don't have any clothes that can fit in with your cowboy theme in my closet.
I have cowboy boots.
Okay. With the cowboy boots, all you need is the cowboy hat, obviously, the plaid shirt, and like a jacket with fringes, maybe.
Ananya, where would I get that from?
Guys, I think I might have an idea. Let's get wasted for Ananya's party.
Monty, we're on stage.
No, guys. Wasted? Come on in. Tell them what I'm talking about. And let's welcome our next presenter.
So this may be a bit of an unconventional ask, and we would never peer pressure anyone, but we want you to get wasted with us. Now, let us explain.
Hey, Ada. Do you remember how freshman year our whole friend group used to borrow from your box of going out tops every single time we'd go to a party?
Yeah, you mean how I saved you from wearing the same outfit every night?
Okay, rude. I just wish that box had a couple more options in it.
Well, that's exactly why we're here today. So, this is what college life looks like for us and for many of you guys. From job interviews to themed frat parties to disco nights, there's so many occasions that you endlessly have to shop for, only to wear those outfits once or twice before tossing them out. And what is the word for that?
So that word you're looking for is overconsumption, and frankly, it sucks, which is why we seek to nip it in the bud by targeting one of the most blameworthy demographics, college students. Now, 72% of college students participated in fast fashion in 2022, and 60% of those items purchased were thrown out within that same year of production, averaging just 7 wears before being trashed altogether. Now, not only is this extremely harmful for the environment, but the frequency of these highly specific events make it so that no student's closets can sustainably keep up. And even if they try to, it's expensive and it's wasteful. Now, we talked to some students who described the process of purchasing these single-use items as financially frustrating and an internal battle because they feel that urgent need to purchase these items, but also understand that they'd only be worn just once or twice before being trashed.
So why not shop secondhand?
For those who shop secondhand, they've described the experience as overall negative. With Depop upselling prices and shipping costs, students wonder how much it is cheaper really to shop secondhand.
In-person thrift stores are not only geographically inaccessible, but due to gentrification, most prices in Goodwill are over $10, making it a no longer affordable option as well.
So our solution is Wasted. It's the college community-based clothing exchange and rental platform that lowers overconsumption and single-use purchases among college students. This is how it works. So a student can log in with their Northeastern emails and shop either by item or event. They're given the option to rent or trade. This user decides to rent. They're connected to the seller, and all payment transactions are done safely and in-app, and no clothes get wasted.
Here's why we're different from our competitors. Wasted offers a trusted student community brought together by proximity, pride, and culture, leveraging this environment as a marketplace. Wasted also is transaction convenient, as transactions are in person, on campus, with their college peers, and this eliminates shipping costs as well as carbon emissions that other platforms have. Lastly, Wasted offers affordability, as our prices are around $5, so instead of investing full price for an item you only wear once, why not pay much less for the same single use? Our target market is college students that have too many events and not enough clothes. Wasted's values align with that of Gen Z, as they are more environmentally conscious, embrace secondhand buying, and love a good side hustle. As you can see, our go-to-market size is approximately 21,000 Northeastern undergrads.
And you all might be wondering, how are we making money? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have 3 streams of revenue from which we profit off this app. We have our platform fee, a subscription fee, and we also plan to bring in ad revenue. For our platform fee, we charge a 2% flat fee on both sides of each listing, as well as up to an 8% fee for any promoted listings, which brings the listing to the top of the page. Users can also pay $20 a month to join Club Wasted, which gets them a blue check mark to show that they're a trusted, verified user, eliminates all of those pesky fees, as well as the added benefit of 5 free promoted listings per month. We also plan to partner with similar businesses, such as other startups, with similar target markets in order to draw in some extra money from ad revenue.
So a little bit about us. We are 5 students with diverse backgrounds and interests who share a common entrepreneurial mindset and a desire to address this growing problem on college campuses like Northeastern. We believe we have the platform, the experience, and the passion to do something about this growing issue. Now, as students, we have felt that societal pressure to party in style firsthand, and we have seen that culture of overconsumption that it promotes. And as Gen Z, we are knowingly amongst the most passionate and revolutionary age group, and we intend to do something with that ferocity. So this is the plan.
So we'll be finalizing our prototype in the following month. Over the summer, we'll be developing our software fully while testing the beta version of our app, and we'll also be attending College Summit as a semifinalist. Thank you. We'll be launching before Halloween, which is the biggest holiday for overconsumption for college students. In the future, we'll be expanding to the greater Boston area as well as every single college in the United States to create an intercollegiate network.
So with your support and investment, we are confident in our ability to change the trajectory of overconsumption on college campuses for good. So if you're into what we do, please join our waitlist so you can get wasted too, and we can all party sustainably and in style. Thank you so much.
Great job. And I love the idea of renting and saving money, and like the whole concept and sustainability is great. It feels like it's a big volume play. Like you guys have got to, in order to make money, because you're making a couple bucks per rental, you are going to have to get a lot of people bought into this and a lot of people using it. So I don't know if I heard you say where you need to get to in order for it to be viable. Is there a certain number of campuses that you're going to have to penetrate, and what are you expecting for usage and frequency? And it's so ambitious. It's like that's the good news, and then it's also kind of the hard part too.
So we plan to begin launching by partnering with Greek life organizations here at Northeastern. We are going to develop a very a frequent network of use on campus. Because these Greek life parties have themed events almost every single weekend, we expect a high volume of usage, along with the fact that Northeastern has the co-op program, which makes people need outfits for interviews all the time. So we are confident that we can get a solid ground while launching here, as we plan to expand to the schools in the greater Boston area very quickly. In order to promote it, we plan to have some sort of wasted ambassadors who can help promote our product on campus and get the word out there faster.
Okay, thanks to Wasted, I can officially change my RSVP to yes for your cowboy party, Ananya.
Finally.
But on another note, weren't you telling me you were trying to get into metal art sculptures? How's that going for you?
Yeah, about that. Not so good. I got stuck at the metal structures part. I wasn't able to bend any of the metal tubes.
Ananya, have you tried Tube Bender?
Tube Bender? Like a super bendy superhero?
Absolutely not. Tube Bender, please help Ananya with her art career.
Everyone, let's welcome Tube Bender!
Hello everyone, my name is Jason Patel, and our venture is Tube Bender. This is a bent metal tube. Bent metal tubes are used in many industries, such as aerospace, automotive, construction, and much more. Now you've probably seen bent metal tubes used around you in everyday life, such as on handrails and bike racks. And if you're really lucky, you may have even seen people bend metal tubes, like this guy. So there are currently two main tube bending methods. The first is manual tube bending, which is simple and hand operated, and the second is automatic tube bending, which is complex and computer controlled. Now I want you to meet my friend Mark. Mark is a 55-year-old small business owner who runs his own local machine shop. Now Mark, unfortunately, had to turn down his potential clients' tube bending projects because he does not have the physical space in the shop nor the budget to buy an automatic tube bender. And Mark's not the only one with this problem. Upon conducting customer interviews, one machine shop owner told us that they need to outsource 70% of their tube bending projects because he does not have the budget for it. An independent contractor told us that manually bending tubes takes a long time, but he just doesn't have the space for an automatic tube bender. Only 30% of the machine shops we spoke to have an automatic tube bender, and 0 have a freeform automatic tube bender. So the problem here is that there is no happy medium between budget and function for metal tube benders in today's market. Manual tube benders generally cost less than $500 and are small in size, but they can only do a single bend at a time and are limited by human strength. Automatic tube benders, on the other hand, are computer controlled and can do various bends at once, but they generally cost over $50,000 and are 20 feet long or more. There's currently no solution that bridges this gap between budget and function for today's tube bending methods. That's why we've created Tube Bender, a portable, automatic, freeform tube bending machine that can create continuously variable radius bends. Our machine is only 2 by 3 by 5 feet, making it very portable. It also allows freeform bending, which means that it doesn't need to grab onto a straight section of the tube in order to create a bend. What this really means is that we eliminate the need for special tooling, and we can bend tubes at a fraction of the cost of other tube benders. Our tube bender also allows an unlimited length of tube to be bent, which basically means that we can bend a length of tube that's longer than the length of the machine itself, which is great for small space constraints. And our tube bender would come in at a mid-range price of $30,000. We can bend a variety of metals such as copper and steel. So how will we make money? We have two main revenue streams. The first is to sell our machine directly to other businesses like Mark's for a price of $30,000. The second is to offer tube bending as a service where we will charge a $100 base fee plus $10 per foot of tube length. We are entering a $4.8 billion automatic tube bending space, of which there are $540 million based on machine shops in the US alone. We have access to around $108 million based on machine shops that don't have tube benders. Tube bender stacks up well against its competitors as our machine is portable, can bend an unlimited length of tube, does not need special tooling, and is priced lower than all other automatic tube benders.
Our team has multiple years of combined experience in the automotive, aerospace, machinery, medical device, and 3D printing industries. We have business and engineering backgrounds and we've worked at some pretty awesome companies as well. What first started as an idea for a capstone project became a couple of sketches on pen and paper. We then finished capstone at the end of last year with a fully functioning machine, and we also generated interest with Northeastern's very own Baja team, which builds a custom off-road vehicle every year. Baja said they would be interested in having their own tube bender so that they don't have to ship their projects off to Canada and wait a month to receive their bent tubes back. Currently, we are using Northeastern's entrepreneurial resources and continuing the technical development of our machine. We plan to file patents later this year. Then, we will launch our bending service and start working with Baja at the beginning of next year. We'll then start selling machines in the US at the middle of next year and then finally expand to global markets at the end of next year. With that, I'd like to thank you all for listening and for supporting our journey. We are Tube Bender. Bend it your way.
Hi. Hello. Curious. So Mark, the 55-year-old shop owner, what's the typical shop machine cost, and would he be able to afford $30,000, even though mid-range, or would it be something where you need to do a lease of equipment? How would you kind of approach that?
Yeah, definitely. So for those small businesses, we know that they probably wouldn't be able to afford $30,000 right off the bat. So we would definitely have leasing options for them. Another option would be for them to rent out the machine for a couple days and have it priced that way as well.
Gotcha.
Just one more question. How are you getting these made? Is it going to be in China, or we talked a little bit about that at the table, but I'm just curious to know your cost of production.
Yeah, for sure. So our first tube bender, which is our main functional machine, that cost us $10,000 to build. We could easily get that cost down to $8,000 as soon as we switch out a couple of components. Currently, we would build them ourselves because we know how to build them. It took us about a week to build it, but we could significantly reduce that time if we shipped it out to firms in China as well. Thank you.
Awesome! Thank you so much, Tube Bender. With Tube Bender, I can keep my passions alive. But we're halfway through the night. How are we feeling, guys?
Hey, Augustina, what's your attachment to that calculator?
Oh, this? Well, I just finished my accounting final, and I technically don't have any more use for this calculator, but I paid so much for it, I'm just not ready to let it go. So I'm trying to find some alternative uses for it. Maybe I could use it as an accessory or something?
Oh my gosh, Augustina, no, you don't have to do that. You know what? UniRent can help you. UniRent, can you come and help Augustina? Everybody, put your hands together for UniRent!
Dude, I'm going to Dubai for a co-op. I don't know what to do with my stuff. Why don't you rent it out? How do I do that?
Wait, do you all want to rent out college appliances?
Yeah.
We have a solution.
UniRent. UniRent. UniRent.
So, according to a report by Insider, an average college student spends about $1,300 when they first move in. There's a major problem here. College students are buying pricey and limited use products that lay idle and unused.
Our solution is that we have created a centralized social marketplace which allows students to rent and lend items to each other.
Now let us take you through the interface. So, when you download our app and open it, the first thing you do is log in with your Northeastern SSO.
That will verify that you're a Northeastern student. You see a bunch of options on the screen, and if we click on start renting, we can basically rent a product from the variety of products that we can see. If you do that, if we click on a desired product, we can either chat with the lender or we can actually rent it directly. If you do decide to rent it, it's a pretty straightforward payment option, which is just like other e-commerce websites.
Well, then, if you want to rent it out, then they can just fill a small form, add the image, and then list it on our website. The main problem with such things is that, what if a buyer wants a product and it's not listed on our website? For this, we have chat rooms. They can go to chat rooms, and all these chat rooms are dependent on the categories that we offer. They can go to the respective product category and write the desired product that they want. For this example, we used a tennis racket. So then a seller can just add an attachment and add the listing of the tennis racket instantly, depending on the terms that the buyer wants. And then the buyer can press rent now and be directed to the product page which was shown earlier. We also have a verification, as the exchange of goods will happen on campus, decided by the buyer and the seller on chat. When they meet, they can both verify the product, and once they go on the order section and verify it from both ends, that's when the exchange of goods can happen.
So now let us talk about the business model. So we'll take a 5% transaction fee from the lender and a 5% transaction fee from the renter, which adds up to a 10% transaction fees for the revenue for us per product. We follow a peer-to-peer business model, and we have a reward-based system based on reference points.
So for every dollar transacted on the platform, we give out 5 points each to the renter and the lender. Once they accumulate 150 points, we give them a $1 discount. And these points expire at the end of the semester. We also have a referral reward system in place and we also limited to 3 customers. So just to give some context as to how big the market is, there's about 350,000 students in the greater Boston area alone. And if we were to account for all students in America, that would amount to 21 million.
Now, you are probably thinking, we unfortunately thought about the solution, right? So why us? We figured out there are 3 major problems in all of our competitors: shipping, convenience, and reliability. And we solved all 3 of them, because the exchange is happening in person and on campus. That reduces shipping costs, it's much more convenient, and obviously you are testing it before buying it out. Moreover, we add one additional feature, which is the community, because you get to chat with your fellow Northeastern colleagues and students, which increases the community engagement, and you also can get products that are not listed on the website. This drives more consumers towards our app.
So in April, we'll start the development of the app on our end and marketing organically through social media. In August, we'll start discussions with student organizations and have a soft launch online. In the start of the fall semester, we'll be launching our product completely, and our goal will be to acquire a customer base of 1,500 users and expanding to other nearby universities in the greater Boston area by the end of the year.
Alright, so let's talk about 2024. By January, we want to make sure that we have penetrated into the entire Northeastern market and that we're expanding into nearby universities of BU, BC, and Wentworth. By the fall semester, we want to start collaborating with the Mosaic Network at Northeastern, and we want to make sure that we've expanded to 5 universities. By December, we want to expand outside of Boston, and we also want to acquire a customer base of 15,000 people. Now, why us? We are Northeastern students who have had this problem before. We've come up with the solution, and we are the target market of our own product. This makes this our competitive advantage. We are innovators at heart. My name is Amey Parekh.
I'm Shashwat.
I'm Adar. I'm Mahitwa.
And I'm Tanmay. We are Uniland. We'll be open for any questions.
So I'm curious, what's the benefit of starting out scoping into individual universities versus letting the inter-university program you mentioned be like the first potential?
Like, we'll start to pilot with a small university, so we have like a good consumer base, we can gauge the market better. And once that starts, we can use network effects to expand to other universities. And also, we want to make it university specific, because that's much more convenient for sellers, right? A student here will go to BU to rent something that they want, like for pick up or drop. This makes it much more convenient for them. And we basically want to start Northeastern to get a better feedback before scaling it ahead.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Go ahead.
One more question on the 15,000 users you plan to have. What does that translate in your minds to revenue? And how much farther, like how many colleges, it's very similar to the Get Wasted idea. I love the renting and, the sustainability aspect of it, same as before, but I'm very curious about like how you get the 15,000 users, and then what that translates to in terms of frequency of usage and things like that.
So like right now we don't have a product yet, and there's not enough data to gauge how much it would translate. But what we want to do is establish a good presence in at least the northeastern region of universities. And as I showed, our revenue model is mainly based on commission. But later in the semesters, when we figure out that people actually are using it more, we'll add a subscription model. Right now, we don't have a good revenue translation for it, but we just know that more like we want to gauge a good enough to be able to understand how much we can convert it into dollars.
All right, thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Uniren. Now Augustina can get rid of that weird calculator addiction.
Ananya? Ananya, we're hosting right now. What are you? Are you on TikTok again?
No, maybe.
Didn't you snooze on your time limit like 3 times already?
Yes, but it's just so addicting, especially your TikTok feed. How do you get your videos to look that good?
Thank you, but I don't even edit them myself.
What?
I know.
I use eating. What's that?
Well, Eden, can you please help Ananya fix her TikTok feed? Let's welcome our next venture of the night, Eden!
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm Francisco Prado, I'm a filmmaker and I'm the founder of Eating. I'm pleasure to be here today to share my story with you all. So this is Maya, and in 2019 I met Maya. She was a local business owner in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I come from. And she was developing her very own brand of gluten-free cookies. They were delicious, they actually look really good there. So she wanted to create a video, and she had 2 options. She could look for a freelancer online, which was kind of like a shot in the dark. Or she could look for a media production company, which is just out of her budget. She just couldn't afford that. And she actually ended up hiring me. And that got me wondering, like, how many people out there were like Maya, who didn't really know how to start in this market and kind of struggled to find a professional in this very fragmented scene in Brazil. So, if you want to create a video today, you'll really realize filmmaking is still a very distant reality for many businesses. There are lots of steps involved in the process of creating a video. And I had to do something about this. Why? Well, because since I was a very small child, I've been involved with film creation, actually, and I took my first film production course when I was just 13, alongside my childhood friend, Lars, who's right there and is actually the co-founder of Eating, but he's in Brazil, he couldn't be here today. So we talked to a few clients in the market. Actually, we talked to over 100 people, from the investment banking industry to agriculture, from marketing assistants to CEOs. And here are some of the things they said. Working with video is hard. Hiring good freelancers is a shot in the dark. And yeah, we figured it out. So we knew there was a struggle in the market. We knew there was something that could be addressed. And some of our findings were that this was a very fragmented market, and that there were lots of price disparities. So pricing was very inconsistent, and there was a very high demand. Essentially, Instagram and TikTok algorithms, I don't know if you are aware of this, they deliver massive engagement for video content. So we did some further research, and we found out this is $100 billion plus market with a very impressive number, which is the compound annual growth rate of 15 to 20% based on data from Statista. 1 year later, we started operations, and now we've worked with over 100 clients, edited over 300 videos, and collected over $20,000 in revenue. We're very proud of those numbers. Our team is now not just me and Lars. We actually have 5 people back in Brazil, and we're partnered with a venture accelerator called MI5 who helps us a lot. We have 4 main products that we sell, including the VFX video editing that if you guys went to the table down there, you were able to see a really good example. We do the short form video editing, we do institutional video production, real estate video production. These products, they're all based on all of our market findings of all the 100 people that we've interviewed. And we exert a 30 to 45% profit margin on them. So if you want to create a video with us, we do a briefing call, we match you with a video creator, and then we use a document called Video Organizer, which is the only technology we currently use. And we got to those numbers using this technology. I'll show you in a second how it works. This is actually a Google spreadsheets, a Google Sheets, where the client, this is a real example, where the client can organize all the videos. Of course, it's in Portuguese, so I'm sorry about that. And they can really schedule all their videos and do all that. So I believe eating needs to take one step further. And the reason I'm here today sharing my story is because I believe eating can be an all-in-one filmmaking solution supercharged by AI. So AI, we've been doing AI's job all along. Actually, if we implement AI into this business, we could have AI, create briefings from social media analysis from our clients, match them with the perfect video creator based on portfolio analysis from the video creators, set up the project logistics, and deliver the final project through a virtual AI assistant. And also, we would not stop there because we believe we could go one step further, helping firms manage their own video budget. So we would have access to their budget, and we would use our AI to better allocate their resources so they could really turn money into videos into a lot of money. So the market today, this is how it looks. We have Fiverr, Upwork, all the freelancer companies out there, kind of like high tech, below project management. So they don't really help. They don't care how your video is going to go, if the editor is going to deliver it or not. They just help you match with the person. And then you have like solo freelancers, which is kind of what I was a few years ago. No technology and very low project management skills. I'm sorry. But we do have production companies on the other side with full project management skills, no technology. And what comes closest to eating are the super creator.ai, or for example, Jasper. I don't know if you're familiar with this new AI companies that use the GPT-3 model to actually create videos, but they don't really they don't have a personalized solution, right? They don't really help your company with your project and find, the right professional for your specific demand. And this is where eating lies, at the intersection of high technology and full project management to really help businesses thrive. How we're going to do that? We're keeping close contact with C-level executives, tech experts at Google, Amazon, IBM, Microsoft. And now the question really is, are you ready to change the way businesses communicate? Thank you very much.
Had a chance to try this concept with AI tools with your existing clients' videos and have any feedback on that?
Yes, so one of our first use cases is actually the briefing generation. So we've used ChatGPT in a very raw format, just literally typing in and setting a few parameters of our own to actually generate briefings from clients. And the results actually surprised us because the briefing that the GPT-3 engine produced were better than the briefing that we produced from our own 20-minute call, right? So we just saw a lot of potential there.
How do you plan to price it?
How do we price it? With the technology or currently?
No, with the technology.
So with the technology, essentially, we do have the cost of the API and the GPT-3, but essentially our products, they already have the implicit profit margin. So we currently, it would just be the same way that we charge 30 to 45% commission, but it's actually inserted into the product. We would just have that price in there. We believe that with AI, we could actually increase our margin to, I don't know, perhaps like to 100%, because clients currently see a lot of value in AI tools. So, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Eden. Now I can get my TikTok feed to look like Manvi. Speaking about that, are you tired of us already? This is not the last venture.
On another note, Mamvi, Ananya, I have a confession to make.
right now on demo day?
Yes, I've always wanted to be an artist, but I never had an audience to view my artwork. And I wish I could have an exhibition like all those popular artists have.
Augustina, clearly your younger self has never heard of this next venture.
Everybody, put your hands together for YR.
Okay, this is Warward, and we connect small artists with communities by turning local business spaces into galleries. So, problem for small underrepresented artists, here's Natalia, she's a student artist. She spends hours and hours creating these beautiful pieces of work. But because she has no access to galleries, no audience, no recognition, there's no way to sell, it's really hard for her to sustain her passion. In fact, 90% of art school graduates actually give up on creating art journey because of lack of exposure. So we have interviewed with Natalia and more other student artists. We realized that 16 out of 20 student artists are going through the same thing. They're like, I don't know how to get my art out there. My dream is to do an exhibition, but there's no way. It's often very discouraging when there's no audience for my art. So we have come up with a solution. Our model works like this. There's going to be a supply, small artists just like Natalia, and once simply what they're going to do is they're going to take a picture of their painting, they're going to upload it to our platform. We create 50 duplicates of that art in the form of framed canvas. We call the product as Warar Canvas, and we sell it to our customer through our marketplace and through our local business partnerships. So what is this local business partnership? It is a partnership between Warar and brick-and-mortar businesses like cafes, restaurant, hotel that has malls. So basically, once they partner with us, we let them choose 3 Warar Canvas for our marketplace, for them to, and we ship them for free of charge, for them to hang it on the wall. And with the system that we set up, which is hassle-less system, they can sell it directly to the customers. So for every sale that they get, they receive commission, plus we ship them another Warar Canvas for them to hang it on the same spot over and over again, earn commission over and over again, and show the new art to their customer over and over again. So, how does it look like in real life? So, I will show a quick video of how it's gonna be in real life. So here's a guy named Connor. He's waiting for a coffee. He suddenly draws attention to this artwork. He scanned, the QR code, and he'll be able to see the information about the artist, information about the art, and even the video of this artist sharing his life story. Right? He really loved it, and he decided to buy it. He can buy it right off his phone. He's gonna get the receipt, show the receipt to the owner, and he's good to go. He can walk out with that painting, just like that. All right. And so, in a couple of days, he's going to receive a certificate of authenticity signed by the artist. In a couple of days, the owner will receive another Warar Canvas for free for them to hang on the same spot to show the new art to the customer over and over again and earn commission over and over again as a gallery. So, simply, it is an undeniable partnership. Okay? My question is just, why would local business owner who want to spend their own money trying to buy this worthless, meaningless piece of art that nobody really cares about, when they can partner with us, turn their wall into gallery, right? Earn commission, better interior, better customer environment, everything, while supporting small artists. It's a no-brainer. We've actually talked with the manager of Cafe Nero, and he got really excited about this partnership. That he connected me with the corporate that manages 30+ the location of Cafe Nero in Boston. And I strongly believe that if I can pull this off, I can pull like other big chains like Starbucks. It's just a matter of time. So you saw in the video 3 different personas. First one was Natalia, small artist, Connor looking to buy wall art, Julia running local cafe. We make it happen. We connect all of them, and we let them benefit from each other within our platform. So the market size in USA for our 3 different personas, right? Supply, there are 100,000 students graduating every single year, and like I said, 90% of them give up because of exposure. Okay, demand. Wall decor market is actually one of the biggest market in the industry. It's currently sitting at 58 billion. It's projected to go up to 70 billion in 5 years. USA is currently taking part of 30 billion market share, and there has been 3% growth every year, meaning that more and more people are getting interested in buying artwork and other wall decor and whatnot for their interior. Our partnership, there are 3.7 million brick and mortar businesses in the United States. There are close to 700,000 restaurants in the United States, okay? There's 70,000 cafes in solely the United States. I think those numbers tell us a lot. Competitors, so who's our competitors? There are hundreds of competitors, right? That, companies and online stores that sells this kind of simple art, but look how much money that they're actually making, okay? Art.com, they're doing 300 million just by selling this kind of framed artwork, okay? Displays, they're doing 150 million in revenue per year just by selling this kind of really simple poster. IKEA is also introducing another variation of art prints to keep up with this demand. But my question is this, why would people want to buy the art from those kind of big players when there's few or no information about the artist, and the art is mass manufactured, there's no value, stories, emotions, meaning whatsoever? When there's viral art, where you can meet art by aspiring emerging artists, you can deeply understand the art and the artist, and you also receive the certificate of authenticity signed by the artist, meaning when the artist that you chose to invest in actually becomes successful in the future, you can actually get benefit off of that investment. So we really try to create this environment and infrastructure where people can buy artwork, not only for decoration, but also as an investment while supporting emerging artists. So, but we really don't consider them as our competitor in the first place because we are not in a product selling business. We are a platform that allows local businesses to monetize their empty wall. We are a marketplace that connects artists with buyers and community. We are a brand that represents this act of supporting and investing in emerging artists. And most importantly, we are a movement, okay, that is trying to decentralize these powerful galleries that only cares about expensive artists. So, the vision that I have with this company is this. Airbnb doesn't own a single apartment. Uber doesn't own a single taxi cab, don't they? Walmart, we're not going to own a single gallery, but we're going to have those millions of brick-and-mortar businesses turn themselves into galleries, okay? And you'll be able to see those Walmart logo being attached on the window, which indicates that they are the support of small artists, and you'll be able to walk in and see those beautiful artwork created by small artists, okay? And the new normal, this is the new normal, okay? Every cafe that you like to go, right? Every hotel that you like to go, and even in your favorite restaurant, you'll be able to see those wire canvas hanging on there. Okay, it's gonna be a new normal that we're gonna start caring about our small artists within our community. Okay, and then I really think that it is our responsibility to support those small artists, to support those creative forces, creative backbone of our society, by providing more spaces and opportunity for their creativity to be seen, so they can be feel heard, seen, and valued. And we're going to make it happen because we are going to be the biggest gallery chain in the world for small artists because it does not exist in the first place. So all I want to say is this. Join us or watch us get there. Thank you.
So exciting. I really did a good job. Getting me excited. I'm curious to know, like, I can definitely see artists being interested in this. How do you curate, or how do you decide whose artwork gets printed, and then do these places participate in that? I didn't really cover the pricing and how it ladders up to like a big financial opportunity. I mean, it sounds like it, but
yeah. So, do you want me to cover the pricing part or the artist recruitment part?
do the artist recruitment.
Okay, so we have recently hired a person from RISD, which is #1 fine art school in America, and she is currently responsible for recruiting artists. We have currently received over 30 plus artists with around 60 to 70 artworks, which is the enough quantity for us to make a partnership with 20 plus partnerships. So that's how it's going in terms of.
And you're printing, right?
Yes, we are.
So.
So like within this process, the only thing that the artist does not risk anything. Simple thing, they only take a picture of the painting, right? Upload it to our platform, we create this art, we make an exhibition. So that's the thing.
Do you have the printing operations already in play? Is it a partnership? Do you have direct control?
We are currently outsourcing our manufacturer for. But we are also planning to, if we get to reach like 50 to like 60 on partnership, we are going to create our small factory to manufacture the whole canvas with our branding. Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Viral Art. With that, Augustina can live out her dreams.
Augustina, you seem super stressed. What's going on?
Of course I'm stressed, Mommy. I have a huge final paper on World War II, and I have to read 4 entire books just to get my thesis started.
Augustina, relax. You have breadcrumbs.
What's that, Ananya? Breadcrumbs? It sounds like a sandwich shop.
No, Augustina, it's an AI tool. Breadcrumbs, can you help Augustina out? Everybody, put your hands together for the last venture of tonight.
Wow, I didn't think I'd be here a year ago today, but here I am. My name is Joe Ganell, and I'm so happy to share with you breadcrumbs.ai, what I feel is a universal research and learning platform. So I love to solve problems. I love to tackle big challenges, and that's what led me to become a consultant at Boston Consulting Group. And while I'm co-op there and seeing the way seeing the way that the actual work was, I realized how it just was not as great as I thought it would be. And why is that? So here's an example that a company would come to us. Basically, we give them advice. Let's say Google would come to us and say, well, how do I restructure my company to be less dependent on ad revenue? On the left-hand side here, let's imagine a report, a case study, an article. On the right-hand side is the only relevant piece of information that you actually find in that article. Now imagine scaling this to not one report, but dozens, but hundreds, over weeks, over years. And you wonder why the average consultant only lasts about 4 years in the industry, right? Research is difficult, it's frustrating. And the reason why is because, well, you never know if you've searched through enough. And then understanding everything you found is even harder because you have to put it into your own words. The current ways that we have to research are outdated for the fast-moving time, this fast-moving world that we live in. So I interviewed dozens of consultants and really just what I call purposeful learners, but jobs that required lots of research where time was a luxury. And I tried to find a solution. Could it be done better besides just sifting through and rereading and underlining? And I came up with a solution that would show only the information most relevant based on someone's ask. Was explain it in a way that made sense to them, and then provide an actionable way to take steps based on that information that was found. And so that is what breadcrumbs.ai is, using a context layer. Essentially, you tell who you are, what you're looking for, and then add in a model. In this case, we use the same one that's powered ChatGPT, and with our interface, and with enterprise data, basically create a solution that accelerates research. So here's how it works. So you start by asking a problem. The funny thing is, the more specific, the better answer you get. In this case, it's Google. We want to understand about its capabilities in general to explore potential financial opportunities. As you look here, it will then generate for you a summary, the equivalent of what ChatGPT would have given you, but I feel we could go even further with that and show terms, examples, and questions to ask, not only further your understanding, but expose you to a subject area in a much faster way than ever could have been done before. Click any of the terms that I've explained to you in a way that makes sense specifically to you. Add terms, remove them, regenerate. And as you're exploring an entire topic or field, right, if you find something you really want to deep dive on further, well, you can. And you can deep dive further, the equivalent of a Wikipedia deep dive. And so the same thing is just repeated ad nauseum. You can tunnel in 30 layers deep, but always be able to go back to where you came from. Copy anything that you find, save anything that's important. And when you're done, export it into a report. Within a few minutes, you've done the amount of research that would have taken you hours, if not days. So use cases. This is actually live right now. You can use it right now on breadcrumbs.ai. And we found that in making it specifically for the consultant, we found there are a lot of people that stood to benefit from quick research. Small business owners, politicians, salespeople, creative professionals, and more. In terms of business model, we plan to go two ways. There's the generalized basic / small teams version of anywhere from $10 to $38 per month, and then the enterprise version, which is anywhere from $50 to $400 per seat. And if you may be asking about education, part of our initiative is what I call the ULI, the Universal Learning Initiative. Anything education-based, research-based, or anyone who's been disenfranchised, it's free or prorated. I feel that with AI, we can foster an age of abundance, and so that's my personal guarantee. So in terms of our go-to-market, as I mentioned, we're currently live. The aspiring entrepreneurs, the small businesses, marketing, sales. Actually, as I mentioned this, as we work on our enterprise solution available in summer 2023, actually working on a demo for a Fortune 500 sales company, or sales team. Now while the timeline is somewhat chaotic with how fast AI is moving, Our work is focused on creating as much seamless integration as we can, whether it's having integration with Notion, with PowerPoint, with Excel, of being able to export it as a PDF or a specific template. That is what we're going to be working on. We're going to capitalize on our first mover advantage and really try and make seamless integration with any company our priority. Because with my experience at Boston Consulting Group, when I was facilitating partnerships with HR tech companies, the faster that you get a company to integrate their data into your service, the less likely they are to actually jump ship and move to a different platform. Now, in terms of how many people can stand to benefit from this, while there are a lot that I mentioned that are currently being used, we feel that capturing 5% of those purposeful learners, as I said, people who have jobs that require constant learning and where time is a luxury, we feel that capturing 5% of those, approximately 1.35 million people on average between our basic and enterprise version, could yield about $810 million per year. Now, why breadcrumbs? Why me? Well, we have very few employees. I mean, currently it's just me. But the goal is to expand, and in a post-AI world, building a tech company with little legacy and overhead will mean that any investment that comes into us will go directly into our technology. In terms of the code base and the business strategy, the code bases I've designed it to be incredibly modular because I expect that AI is going to change and evolve very quickly. While today the model that does GPT is in, it could be anything. In terms of my versatile skill set, I feel that I have a unique advantage of being able to take this on. But please, try it out for yourself. Thank you.
So how do you integrate with enterprise data? Like, what is your example there outside of the ChatGPT?
Yeah, of course. So, great question. So, in terms of information that's most relevant, if we go back to one of those previous examples, let's say someone is working in consulting, and back to that Google example. Let's say that there's a specific individual that's within the company's network that's actually very relevant. Well, then it wouldn't just be information about Google. Another person that probably be important is John from South America Sales would easily pop up within there, very specific to that company. Being able to integrate a company's data, whether it's a person, an individual, a certain resource, or even, for example, for onboarding. That's an example of where we plan to be able to find benefits in embedding a company's data.
Cool.
Yeah?
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know about you, Augustina, but I feel like I'm on an absolute adrenaline high after all these amazing pitches.
Me too. I'm so happy to see all these pitches come to life. But I'm curious to know, who did you guys love the most?
And that's why we had the Audience Favorite Award. Okay, before I jump into that, do you guys want a free Starbucks drink or maybe an El Jefe's burrito?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, all of you can get either a free Starbucks drink or a free burrito through our partnership with Claim. Claim Rewards is an app that is essentially lets you try out places around campus and get rewarded while trying so. They're launching their pilot at Northeastern and they have partnered with eClub to do it first. So you can get exclusive access using our codes HSC. Now, Claim is sponsoring us and their money is going directly to our Northeastern founders. Woo! So, whenever you guys are voting for audience favorite and you have 5 minutes to do so, you'll also be redirected to Claim afterwards. So make sure that you download Claim and use eClub's exclusive HSC codes to get access to Claim and honestly, get a free reward. You get $5 off of Hefes and Starbucks the minute you join. And your 5 minutes starts now, guys. Start voting!
All right. Thank you so much. I hope that break was good after viewing all those amazing pitches, and we've tallied up those audience favorite awards. But before we get into awards, we would
like to take a moment to thank our judges, Sarah, Puneet, and Chris for being here today. Thank you so much for being a part of the delegation process, and we really appreciate the time that you've taken to be here tonight and be a part of the Husky Startup Challenge Spring 2023.
And a very special thank you to our Entrepreneur Club President, Jennifer James.
Jenny, come on!
And thank you for the rest of the club for supporting us put on this amazing event. And thank you for all that attended. Before we move on to the next part.
A big round of applause for Jenny!
With that, again, we will be handing it off to our president.
I know everyone's probably waiting for the prizes, so just hold on a couple more seconds. I wanted to take a moment to just thank all of you for coming out tonight. This was such an awesome time, and I hope you really enjoyed it as well in celebrating student entrepreneurship with us. And a huge congratulations to the 8 finalists for making their way all the way to Now, this is also a bittersweet time for me because as the semester closes, it also comes time for me to pass the torch on as Entrepreneurs Club president. And I'm so excited to welcome the next president, or should I say, next presidents, of the Entrepreneurs Club. These 2 individuals have been killing it the entire year, leading our programs to success and instilling a culture of innovation. And I'm honestly just so proud of them. So let's welcome the next co-presidents of the Entrepreneurs Club.
Hello, everyone. We are so honored and super excited to be named co-presidents of the Entrepreneurs Club for the next year. We can't wait to give back to an organization that has gave both of us so much. But first of all, we would like to thank again our last president, Jenny, for all her hard work and dedication to bring eClub to where it is right now. If I go a little bit back in time, my freshman year me will not believe me if I told her that I would be in the stage getting this position at the end of my second year. It all started me being an ambassador and then co-director of the Husky Startup Challenge, co-president, co-vice president last year, and this was 2 years full of labs, projects, designs, late night meetings at Diela, a lot of networking events, and a lot of knowledge gathered from a lot of diverse workshops. If I can wrap up this into a little words, it would be explore, ask yourself why not to do something, learn about it, and repeat.
I cannot echo more what Yvonne is saying with regards to the impact the Entrepreneurs Club has had on both of our lives. I have been in it since the spring of my freshman fall. I found such a great community as both an ambassador and venture in this exact program. Did I make it? No, but that's okay. I found such great people. I was immediately enamored with the amount of passion and amount of kindness that people showed me in helping me learn and grow as a person within eClub. I knew I had to get involved. So I started out as a co-director at this very program, moved on to director of community, and then co-vice president this past year. It has been an amazing time, and I have loved every single second of it. Now, we're super excited to see what we can do to take eClub to new heights the next year. So let's talk a little bit about what we're so excited about. Well, the Entrepreneurs Club serves to educate, inspire, and empower Northeastern University student innovators, leaders, and founders. Now, Northeastern... That's our mission statement, by the way. Now, Northeastern is more than just a Boston campus. We've seen all this talk about becoming a global campus for global learners everywhere. We believe that should not be limited to just curriculum, classes, and professors. We think that a great entrepreneurship ecosystem that we have right here in Boston should also be spread to these other campuses. We're talking Oakland, we're talking Maine, and looking at even London. We really want to take the Entrepreneurs Club to new heights and take it global for the next year.
Yes, but none of this could be possible with an amazing team. So we are super excited to have, and we're so lucky to have very talented and passionate people working alongside with us. E-Club memories and E-Club adventures would not be the same without the people that make it even more special. So a big, big, big round of applause for all of them as well.
Now, we put on a lot of events, more than just Demo Day, believe it or not. We had over 35 events in the past semester, and every single one of them would not have been possible, nor as much fun as it was, without everyone who came to them. Let's give a big round of applause for you guys for coming to all our events and making it worthwhile. We're so incredibly excited to get started. Now, without further ado, let's get into the prizes.
Let's go, Prisha. Let's go, marketing team!
Hi, everyone! As you may have seen, this past week we posted a reel for each of our ventures on our NUE Club Instagram.
And after tallying up all the views, likes, and comments, this semester's social media challenge winner is Ejik.
All right, guys, this next award is special to us. It's called the GOAT Award, which essentially means the greatest of all time. This goes to a venture that has been most engaged throughout the semester.
And this venture has tirelessly attended every single boot camp and event that we've had this semester. We don't even know if we should just have them be a part of the HSE team.
So without further ado, the winner of Spring 2023 GOAT Award is Yumi!
All right, so our next award is actually one that all of you picked. We have the audience favorite award for the night.
So, audience favorite award for Demo Day Spring 2023 goes to
guys, we are up to first, second, and third, but we're going to start with third place. We are so proud to announce that this semester's third place winner is, for a cash prize of $1,500, Two Bender.
All right, congratulations to Bender. But now we're on to the second place prize for the night. Taking home a cash prize of $2,500,
There we go.
All right, thank you guys.
Hey, the most awaited award of tonight. Are we ready, guys? How's the crowd feeling? Excited! I like it. Okay, guys. All right. So, all you wenchers did amazing. Well done, everyone. But tonight's first place award goes to, drum roll. And for the first time in the history of agency, $6,000 in cash prizes. That goes to
Thank you guys, everyone. I just want to tell you that this is not going to change how I work, like how hard I work. I'm going to be working as hard as I did yesterday. Because you know what? Like, I am the person who's not doing one's best. Okay? Like, I just do what's required, regardless of how I feel. So I promise you guys, you'll be able to see the changes being made with your bare eyes in person within a couple of years. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. We had a great time and you were a great audience. Thank you for supporting our wenchers today. And thank you, judges, again. Wenchers, stay back for some photos. Thank you. Judges, can you come up for a photo with us?
Feel free to bring the flowers if you want to.
Okay.